Shut up and sit down.
Hey friends, I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And I will confess up front, a bunch of people have asked us to check out the trailer for the new Halo TV show. And I've just never played Halo, despite being a big gamer. Have you ever played Halo?
No.
So we're both quite avid gamers. I've also never owned a Microsoft Xbox style console. I've only ever owned Nintendo consoles or PlayStation. So I've never really had the opportunity to play Halo. So my big question is, would we still enjoy the Halo TV series after never having played the game? And maybe even with the TV show prompt us to think maybe the game is worth a shot? So with all that being said, we're going to check out the trailer for the Halo series right now. If you want to see what we think about it, and if it may sway us either to watch the show or even to play the game, then stick around until the end. But for now,
Let's go.
Let's go.
You. Humanity's best weapon. Master Chief, huh?
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained for one purpose: to win this war. He and the other Spartans are our only effective weapons against the Covenant. He is lethal, upgradable, and most importantly, controllable.
Covenant forces appear to be excavating some kind of object. When I touched the object, I felt something. I felt different.
What they did to us makes you numb.
And you just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
Hello, Master Chief. I am Cortana.
Master Chief recovered something.
Sacred ring. Halo.
Humans. Surrender to the Covenant.
Cortana, I'm gonna need you now. Find the Halo. Win the war.
Wow. So, a very different trailer actually to what I was expecting, but what did you think of the trailer for Halo the series?
I liked how they didn't assume you knew the storyline or anything, and they just laid it out that they've got these enhanced people who are human weapons and they're controllable. They find this artifact, and then I guess at least one of them, it changes what's going on with him, so he's not necessarily as controllable or predictable. And then, obviously, because we're humans, we take the artifact and use that as a weapon.
It is our thing,
and
right?
Yeah, it's my favourite hobby, is just taking artifacts to use as weapons. But then he needs to go back and kind of get it out of dangerous hands, I guess, and try to save humanity.
Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? I read similar storylines in that trailer. I guess it was a lot less action-packed. Not that there wasn't much action in the trailer, but all I know about Halo is this kind of Call of Duty-style shooter interface. And I guess I've never played it, but I'm not dead, and therefore I know, I recognize some of the aliens with, like, the blade things. A friend of ours cosplayed as one of those very, very well. But... yeah, so I definitely picked up on lots of cultural phenomena and thought, I guess that thing that I vaguely recognize is from Halo, which was kind of nice. I kind of like the idea that this series might tell the story behind the action. Yeah, to me, I was kind of surprised at how deep the story seemed to be. kind of reminded me of Dune or something more than it reminded me of, like, I don't know, Monster Hunter or a typical video game-based movie. And yeah, maybe that's because this is a series, not a movie, and therefore they have a lot more real estate on which to build the story. But yeah, I actually thought it looked very, very watchable. I guess, we see it this year, and there's probably enough time. Paramount tend to drop a ton of trailers before something launches, so there's probably time for us to watch at least one more trailer before we actually get to see it. I don't know whether I'm 100% sold on watching it now. Like, I guess it would depend. If there's nothing else on and this series launched, I would definitely watch it. If there's a bunch of other stuff competing with it, I don't know how high it would be on the priority list. But maybe another trailer would be enough to push me over the edge and really sell me on the series. Yeah, and it's funny, like, it didn't feel like it was based on a video game. I was asking, like, would it push us over the edge in terms of wanting to try the video game? Not really, because it didn't feel like it was specifically tied to that video game, which maybe that's smart. Like, maybe that's why people like us who have never played the game feel like they could actually watch the series, because they haven't relied too much. There were clearly things from the game that they were really relying on these big moments, and to me, they were kind of lost. But that's fine. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm still a little bit on the fence, but definitely leaning much more towards watching it than not watching it. So I would say whoever edited that trailer did a good job.
I do feel like it runs the risk of becoming yet another incredibly well-produced sci-fi series that has a really solid cast, really incredible set pieces, like you said, great editing, really solid CGI. It's clearly got a high budget, so it looks incredible. I mean, it could be a fantastic series, but it's kind of, there's a lot of noise right now around those kind of really high quality sci-fi series. Like we've seen Raised by Wolves is coming back.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Very similar feel. We've got
Foundation.
See. The Expanse is still on. Like all of these are incredible with a really solid cast. And you run the risk of this just being kind of, unfortunately, yet another incredible show that is just kind of a bit more of the same. Yeah,
exactly. And I mean, everyone has a lot of free time these days, so don't get me wrong, but if this were to go up against Amazon Prime Video's Lord of the Rings series, I'm watching Lord of the Rings, sorry. And to your point, I mean, we're in the middle of the streaming wars where these companies are throwing literally billions of dollars into creating original new content, and it's going to be a battleground out there. Will Halo survive on the battleground? I guess time will tell, and it will all be about scheduling and timing, but if it comes out at the right time, I'm in. Well, anyway, hey, thanks especially for Storm Shadow, who kept reminding me about this Halo series trailer. I genuinely do think it actually looks really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, we will see you soon, friends, on the next Nerd Safari.
Peace out, nerds.
Shut up and sit down.